nowadays the times are a bit difficult with the virus spreading around the globe. So I decided that also I have to stop riding, even though Mexico is not on the lockdown yet. But I think that it will be safer for me and for the people around if I will stop. So I looked for a place to stop, and actually I found quite a few of them. I mean that Mexican friends, they offered me quite a few options, and I'm very impressed with that. And I decided to come back to Yucatan because this is the place that I really like and I want to be close to the sea. So right now I'm on the way to Campeche. I think I'll stay overnight there, and then tomorrow I will get to my place of destination in Progreso. So I'm entering Peninsula Yucatan, and that's the place where I will spend my quarantine. I don't know how long, nobody knows. But well, I wanted to be close to the seaside, so that's why I chose this place, even though I had many options, and for that I'm very thankful to my Mexican friends. But well, let's see. So just in a couple of hours I will get to my place of destination near the town of Progreso. It's just like 20-30 kilometers from Merida, and there I will stay for some indefinite time. And here I am in my temporary home in Mexico, in Yucatan, in the town of Progreso. I have to say that I feel absolutely comfortable here, and if not for this sad circumstances of the virus, I could say that it's just a perfect situation for me. Like staying in this wonderful place very close to the seaside, having all the time for catching up with my stuff and just for relaxing. So I'm very thankful to my friends and to my hosts Eduardo and Claudia, who gave me this opportunity to stay in this absolutely beautiful place. I really love it, and I really enjoy being here. It's been actually 2 weeks since I arrived, and I think that I used this time quite efficiently. I'm trying to catch up with my social media, with all the photos and videos that I was taking previously. And when you're on the road, it's very difficult to process everything. So now when I'm staying quietly in one place, I have this time to catch up with my things. So you're welcome to continue following my pages, and I'm sure that you will see a lot of interesting things from my previous trips, from the previous places that I visited. I know that maybe it will sound weird a little bit, but this situation for me and staying in one place is like coming back to normal life. Because as you know, I left my home in Ukraine almost 7 years ago, and I've been traveling non-stop, and I never came back home or to any place that I could call my home. So I've been on the road constantly, and almost every day I was changing places, houses or places to sleep, beds, showers, etc., etc. And now for me it's so strange to wake up in the same bed for several days in a row already, you know, and to cook also and to clean the place. Yeah, I will repeat that maybe it will sound strange, because for most of people this is just a normal reality, but for me it was not for all these years. And now this is my reality, and I'm so happy that I can experience it again. I have a comfortable place to stay, and I have to cook for myself, so I have to remember all the things that I cooked before and to learn new things. So again, it's a kind of very not very normal situation for me to be in the kitchen, but I enjoy it a lot. So I use this opportunity to learn something new, and I'm always asking my friends, the girls, that they would explain me how to cook this or that, and sometimes I feel a little bit embarrassed because sometimes I don't know very simple things, but anyway, I'm learning. Also, again, I have to come back to cleaning my place, and that feels really good. It feels like the real home that I'm in charge of, that I'm responsible for. And also I have the opportunity to work at my computer, and also at a very comfortable place, and I can concentrate, and well, I know that tomorrow I can continue. I don't have to collect everything, you know, and to rush to another place, and I don't know if in that place I will have the opportunity to work. So that's really great. So this is my home office, which I really enjoy, and I enjoy the fact that I can come back every day to the same place, and I don't have to collect my stuff, you know. So that's really a plus. So every morning after the shower, breakfast and exercises, I come back to this place, and I continue my work at the computer. So every day I write down a list of things that I have to do, and normally at the end of the day there are still a few things not finished. So I have a lot of things to do. So I'm never bored, really. I always have things to to think about, to write, to edit. So honestly, I don't understand what means to be bored. I think that to be bored is just a crime, honestly, because our life is so short and our time on this planet is so limited, and at the same time there are so many interesting and wonderful things to see, to explore, to learn. that we just don't have time to be bored, you know. We have to take advantage of every day, every minute, and every second. So my personal belief, don't get me wrong, and I don't want to offend anyone, but if you feel bored, I think that there is something wrong and you have to fix it. And this is just the proper time to fix anything and everything. So this is my home in Yucatan for the time being. That looks like a perfect place, like a paradise actually, and there are no people, almost no people. So I don't know, I could not think of better situation for me. The seaside is just maybe 100 meters from the house I'm staying. So it takes me less than a minute to get here, so I think that I will make it my everyday routine. Just right after waking up, I will go here for a walk. Well, supermarket is the only place that I'm going right now with my bike. It's about 4 kilometers away from the place I'm staying, so I'm gladly using this opportunity to ride at least a little bit. So this is the reality of these days. Hopefully not for so long. Life has slowed down here in Mexico, in Progreso, like everywhere in the whole world. And you can hardly see anyone on the streets. Most of the restaurants, bars, hotels, beaches are closed. But some of them are still open, some of the smaller ones. It's not easy to put under quarantine everyone. For many people it's the matter of survival to sell something on the streets or to keep open their small shops or at least the fish in the sea. I've been in Progreso first time in February, and I could not get through the city because of all the traffic and many people around. I believe there was also some holiday at that time, or at least just the weekend crowd. But I could not imagine that I will be back just a bit more than in a month and everything will be so different.
¿Y por qué el precio bajó muy barato ahora?
Pues es un problema internacional.
Internacional.
Sí.
¿Por el virus?
Ándale.
Entonces por todo el mundo cambió.
Así está en varias partes, no nada más en México. Sí,
Pues bueno para mí, pero...
para todos, la verdad. Para todos.
So it's been a while since I filled up my fuel tank. Actually 10 days ago, I think. But well, I'm still riding to the supermarket and back, so I had to fill up, and good surprise, which I noticed actually quite a few days before, that the price for the gas dropped. And I asked people from the petrol station, and it turned out that it's not only in Mexico but in the whole world. So, well, for me, and I think that for many like travelers and drivers, that's a good thing, but probably for the international economy it's not so good. But anyway, so it used to be like premium about 20 pesos, a little bit more. Now it's 16, so it's quite a significant drop. And yeah, now it's time to go to the supermarket. So I arrived again to the supermarket, Bodega Aurrera, and it's Saturday, and let's see if the number of people will increase today. I mean that nowadays it doesn't really matter if it's a day off. It seems like there are more cars on the parking, so I suppose that there are more people inside as well. But let's see. I just need to buy a few things, and I don't think that will take long. Today there are more people in the supermarket, not much more, but still I can notice that. So anyway, I have just a few things on my list to buy, and I'm sure that I can find everything. I don't see any empty shelves, so the range of products is as usual. The only thing that I could not find the beer. But at least now I revealed this mystery why there was no beer. Actually, there was, just the section was closed. I asked one lady, the employee, and she confirmed that now it's prohibited to sell beer and alcohol in general until the situation gets stabilized. Well, so at least we know now. All the rest is available, including toilet paper. So another day of shopping. Some new information for me that it's prohibited to sell any type of alcohol. So, well, I don't mind. It's okay with me. And time to go back home to do some cooking, some cleaning, some writing, usual stuff. Every day the same story. It's getting a little bit difficult It's almost 2 weeks like this. But well, I'm not bored. No, I just miss riding. A little bit longer than 4 kilometers till supermarket. So now I'm building my own routine, my own traditions, and one of its parts is to walk to the beach, which is just a few meters, to watch the sunset. That's the amazing and my favorite part of the day. Situation, especially for those who have been affected directly by the virus themselves or their families. But for those who are staying in the house and waiting, I think that we just have to use this opportunity to reconnect with our inner selves and with our family members if we are staying together. Maybe we can catch up with the things that we didn't have time for in our previous lives, so to say. So I think that the time of being quiet and the time of standstill is also is a time of blessing for us, and we have to use it efficiently and not just to complain or to blame somebody or something for what happened. I mean, it happened and we cannot help it, but we can change our attitude and we can use it efficiently for ourselves first of all.